Hi there, I'm Andy Robertson, and this is Family Gamer TV. Welcome to our What We've Been Playing section. I'll be talking about some new games for family gamers in a bit, but first of all, I want to find out what Tim's been up to, because you've got a 360, haven't you, just recently?
Yes, very cool.
How's it going?
Yeah, really good. Forza is Dad's game.
Yeah.
Forza 3 is my game.
Looking.
Actually, he's rivaling me on the scoreboard now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the racing
like
was brilliant. It's so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, the graphics are amazing. So, for example, I wanted my dad to have a go and show it off. So it was like, look at this new game, Dad. And he's not really into games, but I said, look, how about I'll give you an E-Type and the Le Mans track with a nice long straight. And I put some big headphones on him, and he stood in front of the screen. And he was just gobsmacked. And it was also being able to follow a line around the track. So there's a racing line which actually shows, and that is really helpful. But you can turn it off. But I'm still at the I need that racing line stage at the moment.
Yeah.
But Dad thought it was perfect. He was able to pick it up, drive round, and because it's auto braking at the early stages of
yes, it does a lot for you. Yeah,
it does loads for you.
So if you're a real beginner, Forza is a really good game because it eases you into how to play it. So you've got a racing line, haven't you?
Exactly.
You've got auto braking.
Well, my son's
and
8
change as well.
My son's 8, so he could play it straight away.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing. You can pick any track. It doesn't, there are some things which are locked, which you earn, but that's a whole different part of it, which we just haven't looked at yet.
Yeah. Cool. And so how about Kinectimals? I guess it's your daughter's game, or is this another one you're enjoying?
Yeah, my daughter's, I think she likes the free roaming side of it, and also there's like a mini game element where you're just getting to know your animal. What did she have? Some kind of small lion cheetah thing.
Your little cats, I think.
Yeah, that's it. And so she was actually talking to the screen at that point, because I think showing her that she interacts with it, I think it does create an incredible realism. She's 5, so for her, this was something that was very real for her. And she could throw a ball. So like the mini games was you had to knock things down. So there was enough in there that I thought, oh no, is this just going to be quite girly? But it had enough in there. Sam was like, actually, I want to go if there's a remote control car in it, So they were both interested in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I haven't played it much.
That's your first Kinect game, wasn't it? I think.
Yes.
And so what did you all make of standing in front of the console with no controller?
Weird. Just really odd. It's just initially a very strange experience, and you keep thinking, I'm missing something. It's like going out without your wallet. You're thinking, where is that? Is it really just this? And then when you realise that you've got control of the whole thing, you're away straight away, and from that point of view, it then feels very natural. It just feels so intuitive then. So then when you go back to something like where you've got a controller. I mean, that's the switch between Forza as well, and you go back to the controller, and so that feels like old school.
Well, Forza 4 does bring in some of that Kinect controls into it, which is the next one, because you're on Forza 3, I think, aren't you?
I'm so behind the times. I don't know about Forza 4
But it will do things like track your body, so if you lean to one side, then the game screen will turn the camera, so you can look around as you're driving.
So I'm here like this, and I do that, and the screen does that, but then I'm not looking at the game.
Well, it's more of a sort of, you move your body as if you're looking.
Oh, okay.
You sort of tilt your torso, and the game sees that. So it's quite nice. I like the way that they're using Kinect games within more serious games, so it's not all just about sort of kids.
No, that is cool.
But another Kinect game, and we're sort of moving here to new releases, just coming up this month, is Fruit Ninja. Have you played that?
Yes, on the iPad.
A whole bunch of fruit gets thrown up into the air, doesn't it, on your screen, and you're quickly trying to slash it with your finger on the iPad.
Yes.
So it's really good. But that's just being released on Kinect. So you're stood in front of the screen, and rather than using your finger, you're doing whole big body swipes to run around and catch the fruit. It's pretty impressive.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it's good.
My son found that he got really excited about unlocking the different blades, I think, is it?
Yeah.
So he managed to get Disco Blade at 8 years old. Yeah. That's very cool.
Yeah, so it's got all that, but it's also got a few new challenges, and it's also got a really good multiplayer option. Right. So 2 of you can stand in front of the controller. Now you have to be a little bit careful because obviously you're flailing around, and we've had a few Kinect Fruit Ninja injuries.
Nobody can see, but we've had a lampshade issue since we bought it. So
you need to watch out. But that's a good game, and that's coming up. So I think that's out pretty much now.
Great.
Another game I've been playing is Ocarina of Time, Zelda Ocarina of Time on the 3DS. Is that?
Whoa.
Did you play that
Old
back in the
school.
day?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so they've taken that original game on the N64,
Wow.
and they've done a lot of work on it actually, and they've repackaged it onto the 3DS. So it's not just 3D visuals of that N64 game. All the textures, all the sort of rendering has all been upgraded. All the sort of map layout. It's really good. I missed it.
I mean, is the gameplay still essentially the same?
Yeah, it's the same game. If you play through the whole thing, you can then unlock sort of master quests. So there's like a harder level. And maybe they should have really had that available from the start. So if you had already played it and finished it, you don't have to go through the whole thing again. But that's really good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying that on the 3DS. And it's really nice because it feels like a proper console game, but you can play it on the loo or wherever you are.
Don't admit to that.
Well, it's some private quality time when the kids can't get
Dad's
to you.
throne.
And finally, Cars 2. Have you seen the film yet?
No. We've watched the trailer together for the film. Is it out now, is it?
Yeah, it is. I think it's out. Well, certainly the game's out. And I think the game had a release date tied in with the film.
Right, okay.
We just need to get out to the cinema,
We'll go and
don't
see
we?
that. Yeah, definitely.
But the game, rather than some of these film tie-in games, they just follow the same line of the film, and you're just basically working through the mechanics
doing
of
the
the
plot.
story. Yeah. But here, it's much more like Mario Kart.
Right.
So you've got a 4-player split-screen racing game. But the
4-player?
characters... Yeah, so 4-player. On both the 360 and also on the Wii, which is relatively unusual.
How do you do 4-player?
On what, on the consoles?
So you
each...
On the,
so it splits
Xbox.
the screen into 4. So
Right.
you each basically have a quarter of the screen.
Yes, yeah.
And you each have a controller.
That's
Yeah?
right.
So
yes,
you've
okay.
got 4 controllers.
I need to change that.
It'd be difficult.
I've only got
if you,
one, yeah.
If you only have one, then maybe this is the thing.
I was just imagining 4 people in the room all...
No, yeah, it's not. There's not a Kinect version.
Okay,
So
yeah.
this is one where you have to hold the controller.
I got you.
But it's like Mario Kart, but you've got
Yeah.
decent weapons, and you've got the cars from the movie.
So it's like you're battling, are you? Like
Yeah, well, you're racing, but you also, like, rather than shooting red shells and
Yeah,
blue shells and
yeah.
banana skins and things like that, you actually have got missiles and
Whoa,
power-ups and things,
okay.
and you can upgrade your car as you go. So although it's like a bit of a kiddie brand, actually there's quite a good kart racer game in there,
sounds good.
which I really enjoyed. So that's what we've been playing, and hopefully there's some good ideas for games to play with your family. Welcome to my gaming surgery. This is the part of Family Gamer TV where I get a chance to answer viewers' questions. Now, the question we've got this week is, how do I turn on family or parental controls on my Xbox 360? Now, this is quite an interesting question because a lot of people don't even realise that you actually can set these things on the console. This allows parents or guardians to specify the sort of access that children in the family and minors have to different features on the Xbox experience. This can range from whether they can go online, whether they can share information or videos with other players, and also how long they play for. So setting this up can really set some really healthy and really helpful boundaries for your family. To turn on family settings, what you need to do is load up your 360, turn it on, go to the My Xbox section in your dashboard, and in there you'll see a family settings area. Once you've done that, you need to go down to console safety. Click that to on, and when you do that, you'll be prompted to enter a 4-character password. You just enter that with the control pad, and then you've set up your family settings. From there, you have access to the different areas which you can configure. This enables you to specify which of your 360 users that you're logged in with currently can access games, and you can limit that by the age rating on the game. So you could specify that a family wasn't able to play games maybe older than their age group, or that you thought were inappropriate. And now a nice feature that I like is a family timer setting. Now, by doing this, you can essentially set a threshold for how much your family as a whole can play the 360 each day. Now, as you approach that time limit, a little dialogue, a little warning message will open up on your 360, giving the player enough time to finish what they're doing and go and save their progress. And then eventually the timer will run out, and then if you want to play more, the player has to then enter that password that you just entered to gain more time, or just wait until tomorrow. Configuring family settings in this way gives you that little bit of extra protection and also understanding of how your family uses the 360, so it's something I would really recommend. That's all we've got time for in this episode of Family Gamer TV, but be sure to check back for more episodes.